identifying barriers to change, there are a couple of issues when it comes to barriers, because when you talk about family violence, one of the main issues is that it's a very private thing. So not many people will be willing to open up. Alright? And to some extent it's also quite embarrassing also. So there's this stigma attached to it. So one of the barriers, if you want to have this campaign, is how are we going to tackle this issue of privacy and embarrassment. So like for the previous groups, we will also be engaging in maybe some in-depth interviews and focus groups. How we do it is we will probably to get our samples and whatnot, we probably go down to the households, to the houses of just random houses, go to their doorsteps, maybe just ask them whether they want to take part in a focus group research. We don't know whether the family that we are interviewing is a happy family or a dysfunctional one, but we'll just conduct the interview randomly as such. Okay, so that is point one. So my colleague Alain will present on point number two.
Okay, so point number two. Point number two, I think to encourage people to come forward, right, to move forward, I think we provide some brochures and stickers to provide information on the benefits of coming forward, like wearing sticker or something like that, like a smile or logo, something like that. Like, it's something like make the feeling like it's very harmonious and happy media and advertisement.
Basically, right, what we're trying to say, right, when you create commitment, it's gonna be hard to create commitment from their side, because who's gonna want to talk about it? So when we say we want to create commitment, we're gonna try and emphasize that no family should be treated like that, and maybe going like marketing methods below the line, so like maybe brochures and stickers. And if you acknowledge that this is not like family should not be like that, maybe you can stick a sticker outside your door and say like, hey, I'm against family violence. So that's how we thought of how we can create a commitment. Okay. How you develop norms also is, in a sense, like we're going to emphasize, again, as I said before, we don't want, what is fundamental is family cohesiveness, where, family should not be like that. So that is the norm that should be accepted by society. And if you're violent in your family, then there's something wrong and you're dysfunctional in that sense. Create incentives, we should make it convenient to act.
Great incentive, right? Let's say I just made like that is very happy, that is harmonious, like advertisement or something like that to show that, and also that to show them the benefits and the negative impact of actually, let's say, of a broken up family. Then for the third part, the pilot the strategy, I think I will pilot it at a small town first. See the impact. That's the most important. I think it will be at Greymouth. After that, later on we will move it to bigger cities like Auckland or Christchurch. Then for evaluation of the outcome, we will do it in two ways. One is go to the government agencies and publish statistics and data to see the impact. And the second way is actually
I'll build on that.
yeah.
Okay. Actually, part of our marketing campaign is actually we will actually send out certain stickers, logos, or maybe like something that you can hang outside your house. For example, maybe your slogan can be like, "This is a peaceful home," right? Something like that. So we will send it out to all the households, and what we plan to do is that we get these people to outside their house to sort of indicate or to signal that, okay, this is actually a peaceful home, there's actually no violence whatsoever. So that's one way that we create that commitment from the public. So to evaluate, when we evaluate this whole campaign, one way to evaluate it is by seeing how many people actually hang this thing. To say that, okay, I'm in support of a peaceful home and I'm against family violence. So that's one way we evaluate it. The second way to evaluate is through statistics, facts and figures that we can get through government agencies. Maybe if there's a decrease in crime rates, well, then obviously that shows that our campaign is effective to some extent. So that's how we evaluate it.
Okay. Now here's a tricky question. Because the case says that how many 70,000 plus incidents are reported every year, right? But they estimate that this is only a small percentage of all of the total incidents that actually occur. So it may be that your campaign is going to bring more awareness. It may be that you may have an increase in the reported numbers, you see, because you're raising awareness about the issues. So what would be an alternative way of measuring results? Because if you only measure the calls or reported incidents, then you might not be measuring the effectiveness of your campaign, because it may well be that because of the increase